I don't know what's happening, but we are finally getting more and more information about the remaining Harbingers, who we know nothing about. We have already received a lot of information about Columbina and Capitano in the past few weeks, but today we have some new information about Sandrone. Yeah, the girl with the scary robot. But before we begin, I'll be giving away 50 Welkin Moons when we hit 100k subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Just like Columbina and Capitano, we have got new information about Sandrone's age, personality, and trial voice lines. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we begin, the source of this information is Keitaro and Snezfed, and it was also reposted by other sources, so it's reliable, but still subject to change. And as usual, this information might contain some details that some people may consider spoilers, so here's a spoiler warning. Sandrone, also known by her codename Marionette, is the 7th of the Fatui Harbingers, and she's part of the conservative faction. Sandrone was first mentioned in the description of Tartaglia's character tale, which recounts that she once admonished Javert. For those who don't know, Javert is a Fatui agent in the Fatui's debt collection division who was assigned to Liyue. About Sandrone's age, voice, and appearance, she looks like a 20-year-old, but she's actually 360 years old. However, this is subject to change prior to her release. Her voice sounds like a youthful woman, disorderly and indolent when calm, and hysterical when angry. About her personality, she's kinda like a yandere person. I don't know how to describe her. She's like a control freak. Her true personality is vile, calm, or hysterical, and nothing in between. She's been working alone for a long time and is mentally unstable. But when she's calm, she can communicate with other people and express herself normally. She holds eye contact, nods, and generally gives the impression that she is following the conversation. But not long into the conversation, you will discover that, in fact, she doesn't listen to a word of what other people say. She is merely going through the motions. Her thoughts are forever consumed by her unusual research, and she doesn't care about anyone or anything else. If you strike a nerve, she instantly becomes extremely enraged. If you're lucky, she'll curse you to high heaven. If you're not, she'll turn you into a flesh and blood puppet to exact revenge. She will even turn people she cares about and likes into dolls, puppets, although these will be much higher quality puppets in every respect. According to both Tartaglia and Wanderer, Sandrone is always engrossed in her research on automatons, and she can be seen riding a modified ruin machine in the Winter Nights Lazzo trailer. During Signora's funeral, Sandrone calls Pulcinella, Pantalone, and Arlecchino's banter laughable, and when the other Harbingers pay their respects at Signora's coffin by closing their eyes, Sandrone notably does not. So this is more than enough to understand how kind she is. Moving on to her trial voice lines. In the first voice line, she says, "Okay, sure, no problem, just say what you have to say." The person talking to her hasn't struck a nerve, so she puts up with the conversation. She doesn't come across as excessively impatient, but it's clear that she wants the conversation to end as soon as possible. Her second voice line, "Just who do you think you are? Ingenious puppets, And who gave you the right to decide what's ingenious and what isn't? You worthless piece of trash. I take it as an insult coming from you. If someone compliments her puppets without using wording that is to her satisfaction, she explodes into anger and verbally abuses them." Her third voice line, "I must admit, you do have nice eyes. I'll put those aside as spare parts. In fact, I'll attach them to a garbage collection puppet, then you can watch on wide-eyed as you fill yourself up with filth over and over again. Yes, that will suit you perfectly." When exacting her revenge on someone, she euphorically says something extraordinarily cruel. Her fourth and last voice line, "I like you a lot, and I hope you never betray me. Let me coat you in clay and make a life-sized model of you. That way, we can be together forever." That's just a typical yandere way of expressing her affection towards another human being. Overall, she sounds like a very nice person. Kind, loving, caring, and everything you can hope for. Not scary at all. Anyway, that's everything we've got about Sandrone, so that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates.